Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. Um, so as you can tell from the title, there's going to be a new renaissance of gaming and movies, but we're not talking about movies right now. But I just want you to let you guys know with that. But there's going to be a new renaissance of video games coming. All right, I've already talked about this before. There's going to be a new renaissance coming. There is. All right, there is. Look at right now. Look at Hollywood. And look, and if you're not paying attention how the world is in real life, I mean, in a spiritual enlightenment way, then I mean, if you do know in a spiritual enlightenment way, you know that the planet itself is also going through a renaissance. So the planet's literally changing. Animals are evolving as we speak. You can say that, or that's supposed to happen 1,000 years, and then not put in your brain that maybe 1,000 years already passed. Dumb motherfucker. See, that's why I want to point out. Stupid people don't want to fucking think. They just want to blur stuff out without fucking thinking because they're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid because they want to be right all the time. They want to be right all the time. And I'm saying right now, I could be wrong, but I've seen videos that literally animals are literally evolving. For crying out loud, there's literally a freaking I get more to the Renaissance soon, but I just want to point out the Renaissance right now. That's happening in for movies, video games, and in real life. Kind of loud. There's a fucking peacock that's shooting flames out of its mouth. Okay, that's a phoenix, baby. That's a phoenix. All right. And if you want proof of that, I have receipts. You think I don't have receipts? I have receipts. That's why people are scared to fucking comment down and fucking get some proof of this because they know I'm right. All right. And they know I have receipts. That's why some people get fucking scared to be like, "Oh, you're lying and shit like that." Because you know, if I showed you the receipt, you won't fucking comment back, all right? Because you're a little bitch. And that's for those people that want to be fucking stupid, all right? Want to act fucking immature or think think they're all hiding and mighty and shit like that. It's like, motherfucker, sit down. You nobody. You're a nobody like me. Sit the fuck down. uh, So, like I said, there's going to be a renaissance with gaming, and it looked great. Look, I want to say this right now: the whole cloud gaming stuff, I don't care for it. I don't. I never care for it. I never will. That's why I pointed out years ago that if cloud gaming happened, I won't get the new shit. I'll just play the old stuff that I haven't beaten yet. And there's a lot of games that I still haven't played and haven't beaten. So no one's not going to stop me, you know. So imagine someone doing cloud gaming and me being on my freaking Switch or my Game Boy, and people be like, "Why are you playing the Game Boy? Why are you not on cloud?" And I'm like, well, "Fuck the cloud gaming, dude. I'm playing old games that I haven't beat. Why should I fucking care about cloud gaming? You know?" Now, I know some people might say that, "Oh, gaming is going to be in 10 years' time. Gaming is going to change." And shit like that. You're not wrong, but at the same time, we don't have 10 years. In a spiritual enlightenment way, for this planet, we don't have 10 years. We have this year and next year, and that's it. Guarantee you. Come back to this video and you will tell me, holy shit, SkullKlown, you're right. A lot of shit's happening to this planet right now. And yeah, we don't have 10 years. We have literally this year and next year. We're fucked. At least for the people that are not natural to this planet. The people that are natural to this planet are going to survive and going to evolve, like what I talked about with that peacock. And I'm not talking about the streaming service. All right. I'm talking about the real life animal. All right. So it's good that there's going to be a new renaissance of gaming, to be quite honest with you, because we deserve it. As gamers, we deserve it. All right. There's a lot of people out here that do not want competition. I want competition. I've been dying for competition lately. For crying out loud, not that long ago, was it Nintendo and Microsoft? They like had like a little, like a little thing. They're like buddies now, right? Obviously, when I saw that, I'm like, yo, Sony and Sony fanboys are probably crying like a motherfucker. As they should. As they should. Once I saw that, I was like, oh shit, gaming is changing right now. And it is. Gaming is changing right now. There's a lot of Sony stupid people, Sony fanboys, PlayStation fanboys. Look, I play PlayStation, like I've said before. You know, I'm a Nintendo kid and a PlayStation kid. I don't hate Microsoft or Xbox or something like that. If there's an Xbox in the room, I'll be like, yo, what games you got? You know, I'll play it. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. I like to play different types of freaking video games. For kind of loud, I love playing Atari games. You know, I have like those DS games that have Atari games in them. I have them because I love Atari that much. You know, if you play those old Atari games, you appreciate where gaming used to come from, baby. Hell yeah. You know. So this stuff right here about gaming changing is rapidly happening. If you haven't noticed. All right. Now I know some people might be like, "Oh, but we're getting desaturated by remakes and remasters and stuff like that." I don't blame you. Excuse me. I don't blame you. The one complaint that I have with the PlayStation 4 is just going to be known and remembered as a system that's just releasing remakes and remasters. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I told my friend that, and he's like, he knows. Not to say there's not original content for like these other systems, but when it comes to PlayStation, there is original content, but there's so many other games that have been out before, and then they put it as a remaster or a collection, which is fine. I don't mind those. To be honest, I'll be front with you. I don't mind those. When there's like a Sega collection or some shit like that, I eat that up. I always like every year, like I've always been this way. You know how some people complain about that new game that came on the Switch that had Mega Man and all that. I mean, not Mega Man, Pac-Man and stuff like that. All those Namco collection games and stuff like that. People complain about them and be like, "Oh, should you even get this?" and stuff like that. In a way, no. But at the same time, if you want to have it in each system that you have, then get it. That's what I did. But each of them are different. Each of them will have probably similar games to them, obviously. Like if I get a Namco collection game on the Game Boy Advance, it will have obviously Mega Man. I mean, I keep saying Mega Man. Obviously, it will have Pac-Man in it, but will probably have other things that the Switch version does not have. For kind of loud, the Game Boy Advance version doesn't have Splatterhouse. That's one of the reasons why I got the Switch version because it has Splatterhouse, and I'm like, Splatterhouse? Fuck yeah! You got my money right there just because it has Splatterhouse. That's how I am, and it wasn't that expensive anyways. It was like $20. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's a steal in my opinion. That is a steal, and it should be $20 because all these games are old and they've been around forever. So it should be $20. That's why I made a video. That's why that live stream video that I made, literally saying why the fuck. Like that's why I mentioned Super Mario RPG should not be $70 or $60. It should literally be $20 or $40 or $30. And me, all right, $20, I'll be like, okay, cool, that's a steal. But if it's 30 and 40, in my opinion, yeah, I'll get it, but at the same time, it should not be that price. That's being, and I'm being too nice with that because it needs to be 20 or fucking $15. All right, I'm not spending Super Mario RPG for $60 or $70. Fuck you, Nintendo. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. And I guarantee you will agree with the same thing with me. Why in the fuck will you pay $60 and $80 or $70 for a game that came out back in the 80s and 90s? Think about that. That makes no sense. Obviously, if they remastered it, it should be at least 15 or $20. The max 40 if you put something new in it. You know? You know? Why do you think Square Enix didn't want to remaster Final Fantasy VII? They decided to do it all over again to make a sequel for it. You see? And no one didn't see through the bullshit with that. I saw through the bullshit of that. From a mile away. But everyone wants to eat that shit up. Everyone wants to eat it up. And now look at Final Fantasy Remake 2. People are not even interested anymore. They're not. Hardcore people that give a fuck about Final Fantasy and gaming, they don't give a fuck about Final Fantasy Remake 2. They don't. And I guarantee you, the sales are not even going to show. Guarantee you. And if you're going to complain about that, that just shows me that you're a fucking Sony fanboy. That I don't know what you want. And then when it comes to exclusives, look, I never been big harp on exclusives. I mean, I never been I never been like, oh, exclusive here. Okay, fine. You know, I never been that type of person to be like, um, like I don't think about it basically. But it's not like I don't be like, oh, that sucks. I wish it was in these other platforms. You know, when Scott Pilgrim versus the World came out, it was in other platforms. I got it on my PlayStation 4 and I got it on my Switch. Holla back. All right, seriously. You know, I'm dead serious. And that game was like what, $15 or something like that. I could be gone. Maybe it was a little bit higher, but but I don't. I thought it was like 30 or 40 bucks from what I can remember. But it's just something that we need to pay attention to because when it comes to like what is it? What was going back to talking about? What is it? What was it? Exclusives. Like I can understand exclusives and stuff like that because you're not going to see a Mario game on a Sony platform. Although I don't mind, I think it would be funny as fuck. But I don't care. Basically, if you're gonna like, I don't care for exclusives. I don't. I don't. That's why when Cuphead was being made and it was going to come out only on, well, it was going to come out on PC also, but it was going to come out only on Xbox. I made a YouTube video saying that I would love to have it on the PlayStation or maybe on the or maybe on a Nintendo platform because at the time they were talking about the Switch, right? And I was just like, yo, this should be on a PlayStation platform or something like that. Not just on Xbox, but in a lot of platforms. I wasn't saying, oh, it should not be on Xbox. I was saying that, hey, if it's on Xbox, put it on PlayStation. I don't care, you know? And eventually did came on PlayStation. It took a while, to go on PlayStation, and I bought it on PlayStation. But also, I got it on PC when it first came out, Cuphead. That's how much I wanted to support the game. That's how much I cared about the game. All right. I cared about that game so much that I went to another platform to play that shit. All right. Seriously. Now Cuphead is not that exclusive anymore, to be quite honest with you. Which I am happy about, because everyone can play this game now. All right. That's why I love Cuphead. And Cuphead is hard, it is challenging, but you're always gonna find those people that be like, oh, why is this game like this? Because that's just the way it is. And I know some people don't like to hear the fact that, oh, get good. Hey, I hear that too. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'll come back later. Bye. I'm not going to waste my vibration and my anger on a game that doesn't need to be that I don't have to scream at the screen for. I'm dead serious. If the game's hard and challenging, okay, fine. But if it's kicking my ass and I'm getting angry, I'm going to shut it off and walk away and come back later. You know, we've all been through that. If you haven't, then I'll say that right now. Then I don't. You probably not a person. You probably are a robot. I say that right now. But this new renaissance that's happening with gaming looks beautiful. To be quite honest with you, because this new renaissance is going to change a lot of stuff that comes to gaming. Now, yes, there will be some probably exclusive stuff to other platforms. You kind of suspect that. Again, going back, you're not going to see Nintendo, you're not going to see a Mario game on a Xbox or a PlayStation um platform. You know, hey, maybe in the future we might see that. The reason I say that is because, hey, what if we get a Mario game on the Xbox? Just because Nintendo and Microsoft all buddy buddies. And I know someone is going to be like, no. I said, what if? Calm the fuck down. See, it's those type of people. It's that type of mentality that I look at people and I be like, you can't have fun with these people. You can't even think. You can't even say what if to these people because they freak the fuck out. But yeah, if I say Nintendo and PlayStation to come back together to re-get the Nintendo PlayStation, you'd be like, yeah, 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 yeah. Fuck Microsoft, right? That's one of the reasons why I do like there's multiple platforms. There's like three platforms: Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. That's why I like about that stuff because there's different varieties you can get for different games, and it's not just all in one system. Because we used to have that back in the day. We did, and you saw the flaws that came from that. If you know your gaming history. If you don't, then search it. Search it. All right, all right, literally, for kind of loud, the angry video game nerd talked about it. It was behind the ET shit, even though ET was not responsible of the gaming crash. It was mostly Warner Brothers and Atari. Because not that long ago, I found out that Warner Brothers owned Atari, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, Warner Media, Warner Entertainment. No shit. I had to remember it, because I was watching the documentary of Warner Brothers and shit like that not that long ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, they did own Atari. Holy shit, why I forgot. So yeah, Warner Brothers owned Atari once. So don't be surprised if one day they want to own it back or make another thing. But yeah, hey, that just shows that Warner Brothers has been part of gaming forever, and they're always going to be part of gaming forever, most likely. You know, well, when it comes to spiritual enlightenment rate, that probably will never happen. That's why I pointed out that we don't have 10 years. We have this year and next year, and bye bye for gaming and bye bye for Hollywood. All right. I'm just saying that right now. I gotta be truthfully honest with you. All right. It's fun to talk about the renaissance of gaming, which is happening. It is. It's happening. And a lot of people might say, "Well, you say this in a spiritual enlightenment way, but also you're saying that this renaissance is happening." So what really is? You see, now you're questioning because in a spiritual enlightenment way, you might do things you might see in a video game. I'm saying that right now. You might think it's bullshit, but if you think it's bullshit, then just get out of this video right now because you are uncultured swine and you can't open your imagination. Just saying. Just saying. You can't get out. You can't look outside of the box, outside of the box, outside of the box. You inside that box that you can't leave because you're looking at your walls and you're like, I'm comfortable. Yeah, that's the problem. You're comfortable. You're not supposed to be comfortable. You're not supposed to be. I'm saying that right now. You're not supposed to be comfortable. Right? Seriously. If you knew the science with us, literally, if you knew the science of this planet, you know that people are the cells of this planet. So they need to vibrate exactly how the planet is. And that's not like that's also science and spiritual also, but that's also something that's common, that should have been common, something that they don't teach you in schools, but something that is going to be part of this renaissance. All right? Why do you think they're pushing um why do you think they're pushing the metaverse? They know exactly what's going to happen with gaming. They know exactly what's going to happen to gaming. There's going to be two types of gaming that's going to happen. One, when you are the physical person of doing this shit, or you're getting trapped inside a fucking reality that you can't get out of. But you can do all this fucking bullshit shit while your literally physical body decays and dies, and then your soul gets trapped inside that meta shit. Because that's what they want to do. What do you think they talk about putting that chip thing inside of you? So if not, then you'll be paying all of this bullshit, groceries and going into stores and shit like that. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. I told you there was going to be a new renaissance, and I told you we have to go through a lot of bullshit to go through that renaissance. That's the bullshit. All right? When there's higher people in the form of government that know this shit's gonna change and they want to put something inside of you just for you to pay a fucking bag of chips. Come on, man. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. If you know what's coming for gaming and you know what's coming for real life, you know there's a renaissance happening right now. And it's going to keep continuing and it's not going to stop. All right? So I know some of you guys might be like, I don't know what you're talking about. But that is fine. The people that do know what I'm talking about are prepared and ready. The people that are not, those are the people that be like, I'll just wait and see. Okay, go ahead and wait and see. Go ahead and wait and see. And then when you have egg on your face and you don't have food and water to help you, then you're fucked. You're fucked. Because I guarantee you right now, no woman is not going to be with a man that's not prepared. I'll say that right now. I say that right now. There's a whole bunch of women out here that are eventually going to jump on your dick because you decided to get prepared and other men did not. They decided to die where you decided to live. You see? You see? You think a woman doesn't want? You think a woman wants to be a man that wants to die? No, she wants to be a woman that a woman wants to be with a man that wants to live and have babies with him. That's the renaissance we are going to. And the reason I mentioned that death part is because do you want to die in the metaverse? Or do you want to live and be part of something that's grand and epic and beautiful of this new renaissance that's happening? I'm dead serious. All right? When you're in tune and spiritual with thyself, you know a lot of shit. You do. You know a lot of shit. And this is not to downgrade you or to downplay you or anything like that. It's just that I'm telling you what I know from inside of me and what the cosmos and Mother Planet has told me. That's really it. All right. And if you think I'm talking crazy, I'll just say this right now. There's more of me, and there's going to be more of me very soon. So just because you think I'm crazy, sooner or later, everyone on YouTube is going to be like me. Maybe not the exact same way as me. No, that'd be creepy. But have not the same mindset, but have a knowing of what's going on, and that's the most important thing. It's perfect. That's why I point out that this new renaissance of gaming and movies is going to be great, guys. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be something that you can't even fathom. That's how much beautiful and epic it's going to be. Okay? It is. It is. Right? That's why I point this stuff out. That's why I say to get prepared and get ready. This is not a spiritual enlightenment video. This is about the renaissance of gaming, but this still needs to be talked about because the renaissance of gaming is still part of the spiritual enlightenment stuff that's actually happening to this planet. All right? And these game developers are not telling you. Why do you think we keep getting remasters and all that shit of the same games that came out before? You see? Because they have no creativity anymore. And you know that. You and I know that. They have no creativity anymore. Look at Hollywood. For crying out loud, they want to remake fucking, what is it? Mortal Kombat again? From what I've heard. Why you want to remake Mortal Kombat? You just got off with Mortal Kombat 11. You mean to tell me you can't make 12? That's what I'm saying. You mean to tell me you're going to reboot the whole series, but you can't reboot the series with number 12? And call it Mortal Kombat 12 Renaissance or some shit like that? You know? See, this is the bullshit that I'm trying to convey and point out. They know what the fuck's up. These game developers know what the fuck's up. That's why they want to push this metaverse shit. Alright? And they're pushing other shit here that you should not be paying attention to. Alright? Just know that this stuff with gaming and Hollywood and the planet itself is for the benefit of everybody that is part of nature. I say that right now. Because if you're not part of nature, and let's say if you are part of nature, but you're killing nature, you're going to be taken out too. Nature doesn't like you if you're hurting her. Just saying that right now. All right? Seriously. And if you are a person that's not part of nature and you're not hurting nature, it doesn't matter anyways. She doesn't want you on this planet anyways because you're not her baby. She wants you to get the fuck out of her planet. Get the fuck out of her body. You are a virus inside her body, basically. That's what it is. That's what it is. And then all the cells that's inside her body, which are us, are going to fight that virus. That's why I'm talking about that new renaissance shit. We need to go through the bullshit to get to the good stuff. All right? Seriously. All right? So this new stuff when it comes to gaming, it's just going to be something that a lot of people are going to wish that it did not happen. Because people that wish it did not happen are going to suffer through it. And the people that are not going to suffer through it are going to reap the benefits of it. And don't be surprised that you and me become future game designers or game programmers. Don't be surprised. The reason I say that is because sooner or later, there's going to be rich people that look at you and me and be like, This person has a brain. This person has creativity. We don't have none of this shit. We need to hire these people. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they just hire common folk that know what the fuck they're talking about. Some people might be like, "Oh, that's impossible." Why? Why it's not impossible, but it is possible back in the 70s and 60s and all this shit. Come on, man. Come on, you guys got to think. The reason that was possible because they knew themselves that there was a renaissance happening. So they needed to get people to help with that renaissance. You see? You see? You see? Come on, man. Don't be blind here. Don't be blind. Don't be blind. And if you haven't thought about this, that's fine. I'm not saying you're stupid or dumb. All right. It's just that the people that don't want to think about this or don't care for this, you're blind and you're gonna be have egg in your face. All right. I only say this to the people that really care and want things to change for gaming and Hollywood in general. And it is. Trust and believe it is. This is coming from a brother. All right. Seriously, it is going to change. It is. It's going to change for the better. It is. It has to. Remember, when something dies, something lives. All right? It's just the way of nature. It's just the way it is. Even these people know it. The gaming companies, they know it. When their company dies, what happens? They get a few people and make a new company. You see? You see? You see? I know some people might go to other companies and all that stuff, but you got to look at that too. That means you have new writers, new perspectives, new small teams that could probably make something better in that other gaming company that didn't really had anything to begin with, but now they do because they got the right people. You see? You see? This is something that I've been talking about, trying to convey, because I want you guys to think. If you can think, then you're on the ball game, man. You're on the ball game. You are heading to that new fucking renaissance. I'm saying that right now, especially if you're part of nature. If you're not part of nature, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not, because I'm part of nature. Okay. I'm saying that right now. I'm part of nature and I know what's going to happen to my people and me. I don't know about you. I mean, I have an inkling and know what's going to happen to the unnatural people, but I don't want to say it here because YouTube will block this video and call it hate speech and racism. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Some people that are watching this channel, that watch my spiritual enlightenment channel, they know. They'll be like, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and it's just a great time to be alive. This is the greatest time to be alive because you guys are going to witness a lot of shit that you only see in movies and video games. I'm saying that right now. All right. Why do you think I pointed out there's going to be a new renaissance of movies and video games? And it's not like the other stuff that I talked about is not true or anything like that. Of course it is. But what do you want to be? Do you want to be in that metaverse and think that you have the power and think you can do all of that you can do in a video game? Or do you want to raise your frequency up and literally be that? That is what you are. All right? You don't have to be inside a machine to do superpowers, basically. You are that machine that could do those superpowers. You see? And the thing is, people want to call them superpowers because the colonizers call it that. We didn't call it that in ancient times. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but we never called it that back in the day. You know what we called their guns back in the day? False magic. Yeah. That's what we used to call it. False magic. Just like the metaverse, that's false magic. False magic. Wicked magic. All right? That's why I have to make this video for people that won't get lost around here, especially my people. And if you still think that this is bullshit or out of context or it doesn't really matter to the whole renaissance of gaming that I'm talking about in movies, then okay. Hey, they did say ignorance ignorance is bliss. They did say that. So hey, if you want to be bliss, go right ahead. But I'm not gonna be ignorant. I can't. I'm 30 years old. I am. I might not look like it, but I'm 30 years old. This avatar body is 30 years old, and I can't. I just can't be ignorant. I can't. I can't. I can't. Now, there's a difference between having being fun and having games. I mean, having fun, being joking around and stuff like that. You know, there's a difference between that and being like, no, seriously, this is like being an adult here. You know, it's like that. But there's many people out here that are not adults, and they're gonna fail to be that adult. I feel sorry if you have kids. I say that right now, but I'm not getting deep into that because they will hurt. Oh, my precious feelings. Well, to be honest, the cosmos doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. Seriously, True only cares about truth. Do you smell that? A new renaissance is happening, and it's beautiful. So, pay attention to the renaissance that it's happening to gaming and movies and the planet in general, and see what happens. Don't wait and see. Like I said, get prepared. Get prepared. Get prepared. Because what we're moving to is something like I don't want to repeat myself, but what we going to, guys, is something that you will look at it, and you'll be like, this motherfucker was right all along. I can't believe I fucking tried to deny it or even looked at it like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. You be over here and I'll be here. You know? You know how the internet is. So take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Get ready. Be safe. And don't worry. Because fear is an illusion. And fear is bullshit. Alright? So take care of yourselves. Be safe, like I said. And if you still don't believe me with this whole thing that I talked about, look at the stuff that's happening with gaming right now. To kind of lie, look at the recently Mario Direct. I talked about it too. Come on, man. Mario Wonder. Yeah, it looks nice, the art style and shit like that. But it's still the same Mario games that we've been playing since the first Mario game. It's not different like Mario 2 and Mario 3. Mario 3 and 2 can stand out on their own, and I could go back to them and play them and enjoy the fuck out of them. 1, 2, and 3. And Super Mario World. But at the same time, when you look at Super Mario World, what's new to it? Oh, Yoshi. Okay. That's why a lot of people like Yoshi's World, because it's more better that way. That's just me. You know, because you're not playing as Mario. That's why I like the Donkey Kong series better. Donkey Kong is more of the mature platforming, and the Mario stuff is more of that kiddie shit. That's why when I'm look at the Nintendo Direct, I'm looking at it and I'm like, where's Donkey Kong? Where's Donkey Kong? We haven't had a new Donkey Kong game since 2014. I'm done. I'm done. Are you serious? You're gonna do that to my boy Donkey Kong? You're gonna do that to him? You're gonna do that to him? Come on, man. This is DK. This is the grandfather of gaming right here. And you're gonna deny him a fucking game? But we're gonna get more Mario games here, right? Mario has more games than anybody, but we're gonna give him more. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Nintendo. The fuck's wrong with you? The fuck's wrong with you? You mean to tell me you want to make a fucking Italian plumber video game, but you're not gonna make another DK game that people have been screaming for years to get. People have been asking for a 3D Donkey Kong game. And I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I'll buy it on the first day, especially if it's fucking fun and good. You know? This the disrespect that they do to my brother DK. I'm dead serious. Seriously. How could they do this to Donkey Kong? They should have never done that. All right, they should have literally been. They literally before I close this video, in Nintendo Direct, they literally should have not said, because I don't want them to say it. I want them to show it and give us a release date that's literally close to that game mark, instead of being like, oh, Look forward for it to the fall. At that point, I don't give a fuck about your game. Seriously, I don't give a fuck about your game. I'll see you guys later. Be safe. And yeah, hashtag make a Donkey Kong game, Nintendo.